Okay, I got some more space. So, like I was saying, when we come together based off that. He's a king. He's a king. He's a king. He's the head of his household. I'm the head of my household. He's the head of his household. And then we come together based off what? The law, statutes, commandments. We go based off how do we deal with each other? Based off the law, statutes, commandments, not based off feelings. This man's over me. He has a feeling. Or this man's over that man. Look, I give you another one to back it up. I back it up. This is great right here. Matthew 23, verse 8. It says, but be not ye called rabbi. For one is your master. Don't be called master. Don't be called, but they switch it up. They tricky, man. See, that's why I say a lot of guys really ain't sincere. They tricky because they switch it up and they say, I'm the leader. That's the same thing as being the master, man. Come on with the bullshit. It says, be not called master. It says, for one is your master, even Yahweh Shai, and all ye are brethren. So who's our king? We all want to talk about this King David stuff. Who's our king? If you come and ask me, if you say, who's your king? I'm going to say Yahweh Shai. That's the only name I'm going to say. I'm not going to mention nothing else with it. You know, what's understood don't have to be explained. You know, you say, who's my king? I'm going to tell you what the Bible tells us. Yahweh Shai. I'm not going to go mention, you say, who's your leader? I'm going to say Yahweh Shai. I'm not going to mention King David. I'm not going to mention this brother, and then this elder, and then this regional leader, and then this leader. I'm not mentioning none of that. My master is Yahweh Shai, because that's the way it's supposed to be, just like 1 Corinthians 11 said. We are all brethren. We come together as brothers. It says, and ye are all brethren, right? And call no man your father upon the earth. I had a guy, I was going out to the camp, the guy, he kept saying the leaders of that camp I was going to, he kept saying there are spiritual fathers. And every time he said that, something clicked in my mind. It was like, no, there are spiritual, they would be considered our spiritual big brothers. They older than us, they elders, they would be considered like brothers to us. They would be considered like big brothers. If you ain't come from a seed, they not a forefather. You see what I'm saying? If we come from Judah, Judah would be our forefather. And then going all the way up to Abraham. Really all the way back farther than that, you know. Which is in heaven. Neither be called masters, for one is your... Now, I didn't say that. I'm not making this up. It says, don't be called masters, for one is your master. One is your leader, one is your master. That's Yahweh Shai. But he that is greatest among you should be a servant. So if we got an elder that's supposed to be, he's greatest among us, it says he should be your servant. He's supposed to be in the mindset of, let me do the work to edify and get these youngins together. Let me be a service, that's what servant, right? At service to the younger man that's coming up. Let me do whatever I need to do for them to help them grow, to help them understand, not I'm their master. They under me. They look up to me, give all praises and double honors to me. That's not what it's like. That's not what it's supposed to be. You ain't gonna never grow that way. Because the older they get, right? Even when you look at the priest, the Levite priest, there's rules to age. The older they get, they finna go out, man. So you got to build up the young man, not be a master over them. Because then it's easy. Once you cut off the head, then the rest gonna fall. But if the one that's greatest among them is in service to the ones that's under them to build them up, then you could cut off the head, but the thing's still gonna go. Everything's still gonna go. Verse 12, but whosoever should exalt himself should be abased. So we see a lot of men exalting themselves, but they say they don't. But they really is. It says, and he that shall humble himself should be exalted. You gotta humble yourself. You know, we see men humbling themselves, exalting themselves, but then they just say, well, the Lord put them in that position. Come on, man, with the bullshit, bro. This is why we can't come together, and we're supposed to be the example, because you got men that want to exalt themselves. Different leaders of camps. I'm exalt myself. I'm this. I'm great, and everything like that. And then they get in the way because they're men that's under them that follow them. They stop those men from joining and coming together with other men of different groups. Because what? The leader said this. If your leaders say we doing unity camps, then your camp is going to come together with these other camps. But if your leaders say no, we're not, then you following that man, you're not going to come together with the other brothers. You see what I'm saying? So you follow a man. You follow a man, right? Because there's no law, statutes, commandments. You can spin the Bible, you can spin it, but there's no law, statutes, commandments that say not to come together. The laws say to come together, assemble yourself together. It don't say because he believes that this breakdown is this and that your breakdown is, y'all got two different breakdowns or two different understandings of this precept. Y'all cannot come together. Y'all can't talk to each other. Y'all can't be around each other. No, but you take precepts that you could spin to make say that. But that's not in the law, actually. That's not in the law that says not to do that, not to come together. So when you say that you're not going to do that, then what you're doing is you're following a man. You're not following the law. You're following a man that's giving you a rule. If a man says don't make a Facebook page, there's no law, statutes, commandments that say you can't make a Facebook page. So this is just like simple things that show you if you're following the Bible or if you're following a man. Now, if a man say don't make a Facebook page and you submit yourself to that, you are following a man. You are following a man. You know, so and that wraps around to everything I've been saying. So sometimes you would even watch a guy's video and what he say, just because he say it, and you think he a man of the Lord, you will start following him. Now you feel some type of way. You see this shit in the streets all day, man. Now you into it with who he into it with, which is somebody that you never even met. Or you really don't even know nothing about. Now you stalking a page just to try to condemn them with something so you could be on the same line as this man. Or same feelings as this man because you think this man is a man. The same thing with gangs in the street. I'm GD. Let's just say I'm not GD, but let's just say my dad was GD. So I'm born into it. They saying that I'm GD. So I get to call myself GD because I was born into it. Now I'm into it with these bloods and I don't even know none of their names or probably don't even know who is affiliated. Just if I'm just out somewhere at a bus station or something and a nigga end up rapping his set saying that he a blood and I'm a GD because I was born into it. Now me and him into it. We enemies now. That's how the shit works, man. It's the goofiest shit in the world, bro. It's the same thing, bro, with rap music. If you like, if I pull up on nigga and I'm bumping NBA Youngboy, but he likes Lil Durk, now me and him are into it because I like NBA Youngboy music. Cause niggas is following man. Followers of man. I never been that way. So it's the same thing in the truth. I follow this group. I listen to this group. This group sit. And every video they talk shit about this other group. Every single video, even if it's a 10-second mention, they gotta talk shit about this other dude or this other group. So since I'm following them and I think them men are Lord, now I started to have hatred towards this other group and this other man and these other elders, and I don't even know them. Niggas justify following their leaders because they're elders. And every time a nigga say that, well, they are elders, they've been in this so long, they've been dedicated, I say, well, wait. I'm like, wait, well, this other camp got elders that's been in it just as long as your elders. Why don't you follow them if that's your excuse? You see the bullshit? And then your elders don't follow the doctrine that their elders taught. So why is it Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash double honors to my apostles? Why aren't you giving double honors to the elders before them? Going all the way back up to Abba Bivens. Oh, you just leave Abba Bivens out of it. You leave the rest of the elders from the original One West school. You leave them out of it, and you just give it to yours. You see, you're following men. Because if it's about keeping the same doctrine and not changing the doctrine at all, if it's about that, then we should all be following the exact teachings that Abba Bivens was teaching in the man under him, the direct man that came under him. We're not. The elders that you're following, they changed the doctrine from the doctrine that their elders was teaching. So that means to tell me what? I'm not dumb. It's not rocket science. That tells me that, oh, this ain't about really changing the doctrine or not. This is about following men. You want these men. These are the men you love. These are the men you look up to. These are the men that you follow, and you want everybody to be like you. And if everybody not like you, pretty much making these men your master, you look at them as being wicked because they don't want to make these men their master just because you make them your master. I had that problem when I was going out to a camp. All the brothers looked at this one brother as a leader. I said, look, I don't look at you as a leader. And we got into it because of that. Why? It should be okay, bro. You don't look at him as a leader. That's fine. We still got love for you. Our personal relation. You ain't did nothing to me. We still good. You just don't look at him as being a leader. No, because they wanted to get into with me, be mad at me because I don't look up as a man as being my leader. I just looked at him, and I didn't look at him as being no slub or nothing like that. I never said that. I just said I don't look at you as being my leader. I just look at us as being brothers. But it's not good enough for us to be on the same field for us to be brothers, because he has to be above us. He has to be a master. He has to, which is bullshit. Why? Because you've been in the truth. I asked the guy, I said, why? He said, because he been in the truth for so long. That's your reason? So you want us to exhort you as a leader because you've been in the truth for so long. But then at the same time, you say out your mouth, I'm not shit. So which one is it? Are you a leader or are you not shit? Because really, that shit ain't supposed to matter, bro. And that's what I'll say. It don't matter. And that's what I answer. I say it don't matter how long you've been in the truth. That shit ain't supposed to matter. We supposed to be brothers. We got a goal to be brothers and be the elect. Make it to be the elect. That's it. Not, oh, I gotta be set up to be leader. I'll move myself up in the ranks. Okay, I'll be the regional leader now. That's not what this shit's about, man. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many should be purified and made white and tried. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Now watch this. Actually, let me go back, because I didn't get it where I wanted to. Right. And you know, this is Daniel chapter 12, and it's talking about like a time like never before. It says, many shall sleep in the dust, some shall wait to everlasting life. You know, that's all going to come down to how the Lord does it, right? Right here, let me get another precept. Okay, Revelations 22, verse 11. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust. That's my whole point of this video. I'm not getting to it. I'm not talking no more shit. After this video, I'm not talking no more shit about no other Hebrew Israelites that's in the truth. Him that's unjust, let him be unjust. Whether he be in the truth or not. If he unjust, it is what it is. He which is filthy, let him be filthy still. I'm not trying to clean you off, bro. I'm working out my own salvation. If you filthy, you finna just be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is holy, let him be holy still. What does that mean? Hey, you try to rebuke a brother, try to warn him, he don't want to listen. I know a brother that's super hard-headed. You try to help him, you try to give him the right direction, but he never listens to it. He always gets himself in a hole and fuck himself up, and then he sit there and look like, damn, I'm pissed. And you like, bro, I told you what to do. I tried to help you, but guess what? No more. Whatever you do, however you think and put your mind together, whatever results it get you, that's you. I'm just worried about the results that I get myself. Because you can't give a man advice, especially when it comes to no woman. He ain't gonna listen. You try to give him advice to help him all day, he not gonna listen. He gonna follow his heart rather than wisdom and knowledge. You trying to give him wisdom and knowledge, he ain't gonna follow. He gonna follow his heart, and his heart gonna lead him into a ditch, like it always has. So I'm done. If he unjust, let him be unjust. You see what I'm saying? I ain't talking no more shit about no dudes that's in the truth, bro. No Hebrew Israelites that's in the truth. All we gonna do is push the good gospel. That's it, and pray and have faith. With that, I'm gonna say salvation to the elect. Shalom.